today's event on India-Japan Next Generation Digital Partnership Transforming Payments Beyond Borders。皆様、本日はインド日本次世代デジタルパートナーシップのセミナーにご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。To begin, we would like to have a video screening on UPI and India AI Impact Summit。はじめに UPI およびインド AI セッカーサミットに関するビデオをご覧いただきます。
India, a nation recognized for its rich heritage, diversity, and culture, is now known for its digital public infrastructure. And at the heart of this is the Unified Payments Interface. Under the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, since inception in 2016, UPI has transformed the way Indians pay.
India's Unified Payments Interface or UPI has revolutionized digital payments. Nearly 50% of the world's real-time digital transactions take place in India.
Facilitating over 18 billion transactions each month in the country, UPI is bringing digital innovation into the palm of Indians. From paying for groceries to local transport and even applying for IPOs, UPI has become India's most trusted and preferred payment method. With an aim to make digital payments inclusive, accessible and sustainable for global citizens, India is taking its real-time payments technology global. Indian travelers can now pre-book their tickets to the iconic Eiffel Tower in Paris, pay for local taxis in Sri Lanka, buy their favorite perfumes at Dubai duty-free, enjoy a curated meal in Singapore, and explore the majestic landscapes of Nepal, Bhutan and Mauritius, all using UPI for making payments. But UPI is more than just convenience. It connects people, culture and economies. By facilitating seamless cross-border remittances in real time between India and Singapore, UPI brings people closer to home. Across the globe, nations are embracing the power of digital payments, and leading the way is India's UPI. Today, the nation is supporting countries like Namibia, Peru and Trinidad and Tobago for developing their own sovereign UPI-like real-time payment system and bringing them closer to a more connected world. UPI is more than a payments platform. It's a symbol of India's fintech leadership and digital prowess, fueling financial inclusion and empowering economies globally. UPI, enabling global payments, connecting lives, empowering economies.
AI is transforming lives like never before. Across sectors, across communities, the next era of innovation is being powered by AI, which is built for impact. And at the heart of this transformation stands India, leading a global conversation on responsible AI solutions for the future. In February 2026, the world will unite at the India AI Impact Summit to unlock AI's full potential for humanity, where ideas will meet action and AI innovations will drive real-world change. Backed by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, India AI Mission, and esteemed partners, we invite the world to join a movement that brings sustainable AI solutions to the forefront. If you're a researcher, AI enthusiast, technologist, entrepreneur, or policymaker from any part of the world, this is your moment to solve real-world challenges, scale your ideas, and make a lasting impact. The summit brings 3 challenges with one shared purpose: advancing AI for collective progress. So we're calling all innovators from across the world. AI for All, a challenge open to AI innovators, thinkers, researchers, analysts from across the world who can create pilot-ready solutions that will solve real-world challenges. AI by Her, a challenge that empowers women-led teams redefining AI for public good. Yuvai, a challenge for all the ignited young minds who can shape the future with AI. Bring your AI solutions to the front and get a chance to win prize awards up to 60 million and a global showcase at the India AI Impact Summit 2026. From global recognition to mentorship, investor access, and cloud credits, this is your launchpad to scale your impact on a world stage. Because the future isn't built by one idea, it's built by one too many. Participate in any of the global impact challenges. Submit your AI-driven solutions today.
Ambassador of India to Japan, to give the inaugural remarks. これより駐日インド大使ナグマ・モハメド・マリック閣下より開会挨拶をいただきます。
Shri Ajit Kumar, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology of the Government of India, who I understand is joining us virtually. Shri Mohammad Safirullah, Director of the India AI Mission, also of the same ministry. Mr. Ritesh Shukla, Managing Director and CEO of the NPCI International Payments Limited. Mr. Masanori Kurihara, the Senior Vice President of the Head of Payment Services Sector, NTT Data Japan. Mr. Shinichiro Nishikawa, Head of Global Payments and Services Division, NTT Data. Mr. Takeo Ueno, Chief Executive Officer of the NTT India. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues from the Embassy, it's a great pleasure to welcome you all to this seminar on the India-Japan Next Generation Digital Partnership, Transforming Payments Beyond Borders, which is being organized today at the Embassy to celebrate the India-Japan Digital Partnership. With the backdrop of India and Japan's long-standing, centuries-old ties and our very vibrant contemporary political relationship, today our bilateral relationship is characterized by a new focus on sunrise areas, on areas of high-tech and the interface of high-tech with convenience for our citizens. And so this, I understand, is the thinking behind our next generation digital partnership. In India, digital payments and this high financial technology is something that is very much a part of Indian citizens' lives, and it has revolutionized financial inclusion through digital payments, and it has secured instantaneous financial transactions at an unprecedented scale. UPI's rise and its spread of usage across India is enormous. In August 2025 alone, the Indian system processed more than 20 billion transactions worth over, okay, this is rupees 24.85 lakh crore. My Indian colleagues have thought that this is meant for an Indian audience. It is not. What is it? 25 lakh crores in billions of dollars. What is it? 25 billion? Worth $25 billion. So what began as an Indian innovation is today crossing borders through meaningful partnerships. In Singapore, UPI has been linked with Pay Now to enable instant cross-border transfers. In the UAE and Mauritius, Indian travelers can pay for goods and services using UPI. In France, Indian tourists can now pay at the Eiffel Tower by simply scanning a QR code and settling the bill in rupees. Nepal and Bhutan have already adopted UPI for transfers, and discussions are ongoing with central banks and fintech companies across Asia, Africa, and Europe. This is a quiet but enormous transformation, reflecting India's commitment to creating a globally interconnected, efficient, and inclusive digital payments ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, during the visit of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to Japan for the annual summit, the annual India-Japan summit in August this year, an MOU on the India-Japan Digital Partnership 2.0 was signed. This MOU encompasses collaboration across digital public infrastructure, the semiconductor ecosystem, artificial intelligence, digital corporate partnerships, digital talent, R&D cooperation, and so on. I'm glad to note that immediately after the summit, the NPCI International Payments Limited and NTT Data signed a memorandum of understanding that will enable UPI acceptance across NTT Data's merchant network in Japan, which is a significant milestone in deepening digital and financial cooperation between our two countries. What I recall from my own experience when I came as a tourist to Japan in 2017 was the prevalence of cash in transactions across shops and all kinds of payment interfaces. There was a great acceptance and great use of cash in Japan. Now, in a system as efficient, I suppose, as Japan, that's fine. But it was the case in India too, that cash was very much the preferred mode of payment. So what we see happening in India today is really such a revolution. We don't have videos here, but if I could show the videos, and Mr. Ueno, who lives in Mumbai, will attest to this, that in India, the simplest vegetable seller and the simplest tuk-tuk driver, they are all the most unexpected people are willing to accept payments with UPI, with Paytm, and with interfaces like that. I don't know what is the current situation in 2025 in Japan, and I will wait to hear from my Japanese colleagues to hear that. But I do know that this spread of digital payments in India has made life for the ordinary citizen easier. It has made also life for the government easier because there's less tax evasion, payments are streamlined, and there's just greater accountability, greater tax revenues being realized for the government, and much greater accountability across the board. The federal structure in India, so it's all transactions across India now. It's much easier to monitor, etc. I'll wait to hear from my Japanese friends in their speech about how they feel this march of fintech has already impacted the Japanese economy, and how they think it will impact the Japanese economy in the future. Well, like I just said, like I just heard from a colleague, I understand that in just a few months from now, Indian tourists will be able to make many payments in Japan via UPI. So that certainly will be something that Indian tourists will appreciate greatly. We believe that this initiative of the retail worlds of Japan and India being united by digital payments, by electronic payments, we believe that this will contribute to building a future-ready digital corridor between India and Japan, and one that is committed to harnessing technology for the public good. As we look ahead, this collaboration symbolizes the enduring bond between our two nations and reinforces our shared aspiration to a digitally empowered future. I'd like to conclude by thanking all our speakers for joining us, the ones that will be speaking virtually, joining us virtually or in person. Your contributions will help advance a shared vision of a digital future that is secure, innovative, inclusive, helps the citizens at the lower end of the socio-economic stratum as much as it helps the others at the top, and one that is truly global. I thank you all very much today, and I thank you for your presence here, and I look forward to hearing from our Japanese friends on their view of this whole revolution. I'm quite familiar with how it looks from the Indian end, because I'm old enough to recall a time when really there was nothing like this at all in India, and I know how much it has simplified things and made everything much safer. There's much less fear of theft, or it's just so much more convenient for everyone. So I look forward to the deliberations today. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Ma'am. Now, we'd like to invite Dr. Sanjeev Kumar Gupta, Director, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, to deliver the virtual remarks. 続きまして、インド政府電子情報技術省ディレクター、サンジー・クマー・グプタ様よりオンラインでご挨拶をいただきます。
Yeah, thank you. So, good morning and good afternoon. My name is Dr. Sanjay Gupta. I'm director in MIT. Our joint secretary Sajid Kumar is stuck in some other meeting, so he advised me to speak on behalf of him. So, Her Excellency, Ma'am Nagma Muhammad Malik, Ambassador of India to Japan. Just a minute. Distinguished delegates, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It is profound privilege to address this distinguished gathering dedicated to India-Japan Next Generation Digital Partnership. Today's forum brings together innovators, the policymakers, who share a common aspiration to unlock the full potential of digital cooperation between our two countries. Our collective ambitions to transform payment beyond borders reflects a shared belief that the future of trade, inclusion, and economic growth rest on the foundation of seamless, secure, and interoperable financial system. By working together, India and Japan have the opportunity not only to accelerate technological progress for our citizens and enterprises, but also to create global benchmarks that inspire the shape of digital economy in future. India and Japan have long enjoyed partnership built on trust, shared democratic values, and commitment to cooperation that advances peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific region. Over the year, our cooperation in the digital domain has grown from foundational ICT collaboration to advanced engagement in fintech, cybersecurity, and frontier technologies. Today, this digital partnership stands as the central pillar of our broader strategic relationship. As Ma'am Ambassador mentioned that during our Prime Minister visit to Japan in August 2025, both leaders welcome MOU on India-Japan Digital Partnership 2.0, which will evaluate cooperation to the next stage of our digital revolution. Friends, digital public infrastructure is the backbone of modern governance and societal interconnection in the digital age. The primary objective of DPI include enhancing accessibility, promote inclusivity, and ensuring the efficient delivery of public services. Additionally, DPI is designed to empower citizens, boost economic growth, and foster transparency and accountability in the public administration. Ultimately, DPI aims to build resilient and sustainable digital ecosystem that benefits all sections of society, ensuring no one is left behind the digital transformation. India's own journey in developing one of the world's most inclusive and scalable digital public infrastructure offers a strong foundation of this partnership. DPI such as Aadhaar for identity, UPI for instant real-time payments, and DigiLocker for secure digital documents have foundationally reshaped access to services. They have empowered citizens, supported businesses, and created a fertile ground for the innovation. These platforms demonstrate that is possible when digital systems are designed with the scale, interoperability, and public value in mind. Today, DPI alone processes billions of transactions each month, offering speed, reliability, and affordability unmatched in many parts of the world. For a partner like Japan, this ecosystem provides not only the opportunity for technological collaboration, but also models the digital inclusion and citizen-centric innovation. It began closely with Japan's own commitment to secure high quality and human-centric technological development. Imagine a future where Indian traveler to Tokyo, Japan can enjoy seamless using the UPI. A Japanese visitor in Bangalore can transact instantly using their domestic payment app. Envision businesses setting cross-border invoices in seconds, not day. Consider how much connectivity can lower cost for remittances, enhance supply chain efficiency, and support growing trade and tourism between our nations. This is not merely a convenience; it is a step towards building the digital backbone of the stronger, more integrated economic partnership. In this context, I must congratulate NPCI from our side and entity data on the recently signed MOU. This partnership is the important step towards improving digital payment experience for Indian traveler and simplifying cross-border payment. It is also reflect our ambitions to take UPI to more international market and establish it as one of the most trusted digital payment system globally. By working together, India and Japan have a opportunity to create not only few pathway for financial connectivity, but also global model for digital cooperation. I am confident that initiatives we explore today will open door for innovation, deepen our strategic partnership, and deliver tangible benefit to citizens and businesses across the countries. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'd like to invite
Over to you now.
Next, we'd like to invite Mr. K. Mohammed Y. Safirullah, Director, India AI Mission, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, to deliver a virtual presentation on the role of AI in digital payments. 続きまして、インド政府電池情報技術省インディア AI ミッションディレクター K. モハメド Y. サフィルラ様により、オンラインで AI とデジタル決済についてご講演いただきます。
May I proceed? Good morning. Thank you. Her Excellency Ms. Nagma Mohammed Malik ji, Shri Ajit Kumar ji, Shri Ritesh Shukla ji, Mr. Takeo Uno-san, distinguished delegates, good afternoon. My name is Mohammed Safirullah. I am Director of India AI Mission at Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. I have a brief presentation about the role of artificial intelligence in digital payments in India. And I would also like to speak briefly about AI Impact Summit, scheduled to be held in India in February 2026. India is one of the fastest growing economic power in the world. Today, as we speak, India is the fourth largest economy, and AI is set to play a key role in our vision to transform the entire economy, not only in terms of numbers, but also in terms of creating a positive impact in the life of citizens. By the end of this decade, India is targeting to become the third largest economy. And this encompasses a massive transformation in the way AI is going to be deployed in the entire ecosystem. As we speak about artificial intelligence, it would be prudent to see where India stands as far as digital readiness is concerned. First point is about the technical talent pool. India is ranked second in the AI penetration across the globe. We have the second largest talent pool. And in terms of the depth of the talent, we have excellent human resources in the field of artificial intelligence, on machine learning. And this builds on the software capabilities that are taught from the school days. In India, today, these children learn computer science from the first grade. And artificial intelligence is also taught from the fourth or fifth grades in a few states. And this is one of the key priority of the state and central governments. And we believe that the next generation of youth would have AI as a key ingredient in whatever field that they choose to work on. The second major aspect on digital readiness is the way in which the infrastructure is created. Today, we have the second largest internet user base across the globe with 1,000+ million subscribers. One example is the way in which the Aadhaar biometric system has been implemented and having encompassing the unique identification for 98% of our citizens as we speak today. The third aspect on digital readiness is on the financial aspects. If you look at the digital payments paradigm, we have 65,000 crore, and in the past 5 years, we have 12,000 plus crore transactions, both transactions, which roughly translates as 130 trillion US dollars in the entire 5 years, which has been transacted in digital payment. Now, this UPI itself accounts for 83% of the total transaction in 2024. And in 2025, we expect it to reach about 90%. That's the percentage of impact in which digital payments is having across the globe in Indian ecosystem. Now, coming to the key platform or the foundations, we talk about DPI. When we talk about DPI, I'd like to dwell on each of these three layers. The first one is on the data aspect. On the data aspect, we have the paperless transaction being a key priority of Government of India and state governments. This enables the secure sharing of data, and we have the DigiLocker users. What we mean by DigiLocker is having these documents verified and placed in a digital locker, which can be used by the individuals to show their eKYC or for availing various services. We have 611 million users on the DigiLocker user base, and totally 8.6 billion documents which have been verified and placed in their corresponding digital lockers. During COVID, we had 2.2 billion COVID doses which were taken in a paperless format, and we have ABHA accounts. ABHA is a digital health account. Ayushman Bharat health account. Basically, it is a unique account for electronic health records. Close to 800 million Indians have unique ABHA account. So they have a unique electronic health indicator, and this helps in a seamless transaction when they move across various hospitals, both public and private. The second layer of the DPI is on the payment interface. Now, UPI, we all know it allows anyone to pay to anyone, basically interoperable, fast and cheap, and 20 billion plus monthly transactions accounting for 27 trillion value in payments. Along with this UPI, we have the foundational Jan Dhan accounts. Jan Dhan accounts are nothing but the basic accounts, bank accounts for the citizens. Jan Dhan was a special priority project launched by Government of India, and we have the unique basic bank account, saving bank account for 561 million people. This is not including the other bank accounts which are there in other service banks and other banks which are not in the Jan Dhan category. But financial inclusion is one of the foundational layer of the cashless payment transactions. And for the cost for the processing a loan is $1.2 US dollars, and this is one of the lowest in the entire world. The third layer is on the identity. the faceless identity verification, where the unique ID project of India, the Aadhaar, comes into picture. We have 1.42 billion people enrolled in Aadhaar who have a unique 12-digit user ID, Aadhaar number, and almost 90 million daily authentication happens. Now, this authentication happens for availing various services of government, private, or for things like their attendance, or things for availing a bank loan. And this actually acts as a foundational layer. And in terms of the entire DPI, when we talk about these three put together in terms of digital data empowerment, the paperless layer, the payment layer, and the identity layer, this creates a unique foundation based on which the economy is transforming in India today. Now, the brief need on how or why AI is required in this particular context. One is we have an unprecedented scale of about 1.4 billion citizens, and delivering equitable services to every one of them becomes a challenge, and this is where we feel AI can tremendously come to our help. Second is on the diversity. We have 22 official languages in India, 150 plus languages having unique script, and 700 plus dialects, across the country. Now, to encompass this sort of diversity, we feel that AI is going to actually help us, and specifically in digital payment domain. The third is on the data fragmentation, where there is a huge tendency to break the real-time data into silos. We feel AI can really help in bridging this particular digital divide. And fourth one is on the resource and capacity gaps. Though we have uniquely talented manpower, still they are concentrated in specific regions, and therefore some of the regions which have limited skilled manpower, there we feel that AI can really help in bridging this particular divide. Therefore, when we look at the situation before AI and with AI, we feel in the aspect of detecting and preventing aspects, preventing any violations or enforcing any rules, we feel real-time aspects like real-time risk scoring, anomaly detection, or device profiling can really help us in increasing the rate at which services is provided in an equitable way. If you look at the aspect of alerting and educational aspects on financial inclusion and digital payment, we can take benefit from proactive alerts, predictive risk behaviors. In terms of restriction and securing the digital payments, we have tremendous access like WAF layers, WAF solutions, like for example, wireless application firewall protocols which are being built, which is actually built using the AI backbone, which helps us in increasing the security. And finally, in monitoring and stabilizing the entire ecosystem, it helps us in predicting unusual activity and keeping the system stable. In short, AI, we believe, enhances trust, efficiency, and resilience across the digital payment ecosystem. I'd like to speak about a couple of examples. The first one is on the Hello UPI. We have the Hello UPI, which enables the citizens to carry out UPI payments through simple voice commands across different smartphones, having various phone features and also different devices. This system captures the user's unique instructions, interprets the request across various languages, across the 22 official languages, and also reconfirms with a very high level of precision before it is being processed. Now, all transactions in this continue to follow the UPI security protocol, including the PIN-based dual verification. And we feel that this specific technology has tremendously improved the accessibility and ease of use across the regions, particularly those where we have lack of access or presence of physical infrastructure, financial infrastructure. The second example I'd like to talk about is an AI-driven transactional monitoring and digital risk management. Many of the banks across India have adopted this on three aspects. One is on addressing the problems and identifying the specific AI specific interventions and creating an impact. For example, in fraud errors and on identifying the risk, we have a lot of machine learning based models which helps in transactional scoring, anomaly detection, and banks such as Axis Bank and, for example, Kotak Mahindra banks and many other scheduled commercial banks have implemented these AI tools to monitor transaction on real-time basis, which accesses more than hundreds of parameters and flags suspicious behavior. This also we feel has reduced the operational load significantly. Today, therefore, the impact we have produced is 92% of service requests are automated, reducing the operational loads. Therefore, the way forward, how India AI mission can help us in terms of developing the compute infrastructure. The last 2 years specifically, we have about 38,000 plus GPUs empaneled across 12 cloud service providers in various parts of the country. And this infrastructure is actually helping not only digital payments, which is topic for today, but also on various domains. We are also helping on creating the foundational models, which are sovereign in nature, training those models based on India-specific data. We have started a data repository called as AI Kosh, which not only gives the AI curated data sets, but also has many models which are open source, open weights, user cases and toolkits where these models can be deployed. Trying to scale up various AI applications, about 100 plus applications in various domains have been tested and they are at various stages of prototype launches. Capacity building, particularly in Tier 2, Tier 3 areas, Tier 2 cities of India, we are trying to work out and open about 600 labs for preparing the manpower for next generational jobs. And in doing so, trying to maintain the guardrails on the safety and protecting the privacy as per the law of the land in DPDP Act and working out on various frameworks. These are the ways in which India AI Mission has been trying to help on digital payment journey in our country. I would just like to take a couple of minutes more to talk about the AI Impact Summit, which India would be hosting in February 2026. The motto of the summit is welfare for all, happiness of all. Brief history to the summit. This is the fourth in the series of AI summits. The first summit took place in November 2023 at Bletchley Park, United Kingdom. It was titled as AI Safety Summit, in which 27 countries participated and 30 countries signed. The second summit took place in South Korea at Seoul. The scale of the summit has continued to increase exponentially since then. Earlier this year in February 2025, the Action Summit took place in Paris, France, which was also co-chaired by India. Honorable Prime Minister of India participated in this particular summit. In the summit, 100 plus countries participated and 64 signed the final declaration. The fourth in the series, that is the Impact Summit, would take place between 16th to 20th of February at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. The main leaders days where the world leaders would meet would be on 19th and 20th of February. We have the top leaders and CEOs who would be will be assembling in Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi on 19th of February. We have the leaders plenary, panel discussions across the week, keynotes, roundtables, AI Expo, CEOs would be participating in many of the tech leaders declaration. We have a lot of 200 plus pre-summits which will be organized within India and across the globe. The broad objectives are to democratize help in the democratization of artificial intelligence, bridging the AI divide, supporting the development of indigenous and local solutions across the globe within the countries, enabling development of AI for good solutions across various domains where the impact can be created, and in doing all this, aligning the global standards and models of AI governance and innovation. To summarize, empower the voices of all in the global discourse on artificial intelligence. In terms of numbers, we are expecting 100 plus government representatives, which includes the head of governments and head of states. 50 plus global AI leaders are expected to assemble here. 200 plus high impact side events leading to the summit. 15 plus tangible deliverables, and 40,000 plus people would be in person attending this particular summit. I'll conclude with this particular slide, which shows the conceptual framework of our summit. The mantra of the summit, the mantra is a Sanskrit word in this context, translating as objective. The mantra of the summit is impact. And we want to see how AI has created impact across 3 pillars, or the sutras, which is also a Sanskrit word, translating as pillars in this context. The 3 pillars are people, planet, and progress. So how impact is being created through artificial intelligence across the pillars of people, planet, and progress. And we have 7 working group themes, or 7 chakras as we call it. The 7 chakras are AI for economic growth and social good, safe and trusted AI, inclusion for social empowerment, democratizing AI resources, human capital, science, and resilience, innovation, and efficiency. For each of the working group, apart from India, we have 2 co-chairs from 2 different countries, so that we have perspectives across the globe which are taken care. And we have members invited from 100+ countries who are members of all the 7 working groups, and international organizations recognized by United Nations also welcome to this particular working group. For the working group on safe and trusted, we have the co-chair from Japan, who is actively helping us in working out with this particular progress, which is one of the core working groups. And we have the hybrid working group, that is in-person work meeting of this particular working group scheduled on 10th and 11th of December at IIT Madras, who are the academic partners for this particular working group. We hope delegations from Japan will be visiting Chennai, the southern city of India, on 10th and 11th of December. And we actually expect active involvement of Japan in all the working groups. They are active participants, and we hope their leadership will also be present on 19th and 20th of February 2026. So with this, I would like to thank the organizers for giving India a Mission and MeitY the opportunity to share about our thoughts on these topics. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Ritesh Shukla, Managing Director and CEO of NPCI International Payments Limited, for his virtual remarks. 続きまして、NPCI International Payments 代表取締役社長リテッシュシュクラ様よりオンラインでご挨拶をいただきます。
Okay, thank you. Sorry, the voice was a bit low on the other side. Very good afternoon to all of you. My sincere thanks to Her Excellency and other senior officials at our embassy in India for helping us with this opportunity. It's a real honor to be here on the call. And Mr. Zafirullah made a very, very insightful presentation, so I will try to avoid duplication, if any. But like Mr. Zafirullah was saying, that India, we as a country have used digital platforms in a very, very democratized manner to provide access, speed, transparency at a very affordable way, in a very affordable way to all the citizens of our country. And this is actually helping drive the national agenda at a great scale here in our country. Her Excellency also spoke about the UPI transaction volumes. I think it's for everyone to notice that today we are processing about 50% of the instant payments, account-based payments globally in India. In the month of October, which was our festive season, Diwali season, we did about 20.7 billion transactions on UPI platform, amounting to $308 billion worth of value. And it is only growing. If you look at daily transaction volumes, I think today we are the largest payment network in the world. We have overtaken the largest payment network that was created in the United States about 50-60 years back. So we have outgrown them, and we have today become the largest network. And all this, has been possible because of the strategic steps that our government took here in India. And to highlight some of the snippets, if you see, today in India, every adult has a bank account. And at the same time, every adult has our digital ID program called Aadhaar. And we also have one of the most efficient telecom network in the world. And we call these three things loosely as Jam Trinity. So imagine a country of 1.4 billion where everyone has a bank account. Everyone has a way to authenticate himself or herself. And everyone has a very, very affordable and efficient way to connect to internet. And these three things are creating a very, very strong delta for us at an economic level. Just to give you some indicators, as per a report, the fintech sector in India was valued at $110 billion in December of 2024. And they're saying in next 5 years, this $110 billion valuation will increase to $420 billion by December 29. So you can very well imagine the upside it will create not only for the economy, but also for the citizens at large and the flows it will unlock in times to come. And it is for us here in this forum to kind of spot these trends and try to create value for our respective organizations. I represent NPCI International. We are a wholly owned subsidiary of National Payment Corporation of India, which, as I said, is today the largest payment processor in the world. And we are a very diversified network owning multiple rails. We have our own card scheme. We do UPI stack. We have bill payment platforms. We operate clearinghouse. We are also involved in Reserve Bank of India's central bank digital currency project. So a lot of value we are creating on the payment side in the country. Now coming back to India as a macro, at a macro level, I talked about Jam Trinity. I talked about digital penetration, and it is all enabling us realize our national agenda, which is leading to growth in income levels of citizens. And we all know that with rising income levels, the discretionary spends kind of also increases because people have more money to spend. And one of the largest category in the discretionary spend category is travel. And we are seeing a very, very strong growth in outbound travel by Indians. If I remember correctly, an article by a leading publication called Economist talked about how Indians will become the largest outbound travelers in next 10 to 12 years. The article said that by 2040, approximately 90 million Indians will travel annually every year. Now just imagine from current levels of 30-35 million, 3x growth in next few years, 90 million will travel, and they will consume a lot because with higher income levels, there is going to be a lot of discretionary spends that will happen. And we are seeing reflection of some of these travel trends in some of the markets in Southeast Asia as well as Japan included. Indians have already become or are already the largest travelers to many countries. For example, 7.7 million Indians traveled to UAE last year. We are one of the largest travelers to Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Singapore, and many other such markets. Japan definitely is a very, very strategic partner to India, and it is very rich in culture and history, and that excites a lot of Indian travelers to make their travel plans to Japan. We are also seeing an improvement in flight connectivity. I'm told we have about 26 direct flights between India and Japan, various cities included. And in the outbound travel for the year of 2024, we saw 40% growth in travel that happened in 2024. UPI in India has become ubiquitous. It is the way Indians pay. So we use a lot of digital payments. I don't remember when was the last time I went to ATM to withdraw cash because it's everywhere. And like our ambassador was also saying that today a small and a simple use case of vegetable vendor is accepting UPI. It is everywhere to see. For those of you who have traveled to India, you see it everywhere. And with this strong adoption and a very, very strong penetration at a ground level, now Indians also are expecting the same experience when they travel outside India. And we have created a good acceptance of UPI in the neighboring markets. Like if an Indian travels to Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, it's accepted everywhere. We have also made inroads in markets like Singapore and UAE, which are very popular with Indian tourists. We're also in discussion with a series of Southeast Asian countries. And we have kind of identified NTT Data as a very, very strong partner for us to realize this dream of UPI acceptance in Japan. NTT is a very, very strong partner with a very, very strong business, not only in Japan, but also in India. They have a very, very strong team here. And we feel with their partnership that we are curating with NTT, very soon in near future, we will be able to enable UPI acceptance through the QR codes that are deployed in Japan for enabling Indian tourists pay seamlessly during their visits to Japan. At the same time, we also realize that a lot of Japanese tourists visit India for religious as well as for business purposes. And when they visit India, we want to give them a seamless usage experience by ensuring that they are able to scan and pay using the power of UPI and enjoy the same experience that the Indians enjoy when they are visiting India. So like I said, as an organization, we are super excited about the possibilities from this relationship, and we will work very closely with NTT Data team to move forward to agreement and then project initiation stage so that we achieve early go live and create value for citizens on both sides of the ecosystem. And once again, my sincere thanks to the Embassy and Her Excellency for this opportunity. We will do our best to make sure that this partnership goes to the fruition stage. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'd like to invite Mr. Takeo Ueno, CEO, NTT Data Payment Services in India, to deliver a presentation. 続きまして、NTT データペイメントサービスインディア代表取締役社長、上野武雄様よりご講演をいただきます。
私の同僚西川させて。
And today we'd like to introduce how we can bring UPI in Japan. And before that, who we are, who is the NTT Data, what kind of role we have. Oh, sorry. Yes, so NTT is a telephone telecommunication company. And we are from NTT, it's this one, sorry. We are from NTT Data, focus on the global solution. And the parent company is NTT and the 32% stake owned by government. So this is my company profile. And let's focus on the Indian capability. So we have 40,000 colleagues in India. So what I want to say is a company established in Japan, but 20% blood has already, Indian blood has already here. And all the major city in India, we have a station and excellence of technology people has already there. And now we have an innovation center and also excellence of technology consolidated in India. That is the current situation. And not only software side, but also our infrastructure like data center. We operate 80 data center in India, and maybe for 20 years we have operated. So that's why long relation and also deep relation we have already established between India and Japan by NTT Data. And the next about the payment relationship. What kind of role NTT Data on in Japan? So in India, the payment system, central bank system and the bank-to-bank system managed by Reserve Bank of India. Maybe you know a specialist. And the retail payment, retail card payment and bill payment, mobile payment produced by NPCI. which Ritish-san belong to. And there's a RuPay and the BBPS and UPI, the series of name of payment. And in Japan, our retail payment named CAFIS and the bill payment, the Pay Easy, and the UPI is large scale, not so large scale, but we also started mobile and the instant payment named Kotara. These kind of payment operated by NTT Data. So that's why you can say brother or sister between the NPCI and the NTT Data. That is our relationship. And maybe you know very well, but what's kind of an impression from Japanese about Indian payment? So simply say very aggressive, innovative, state of art. Right? Maybe Reserve Bank India and all the industry people focus on everywhere, everyone, and every time. Because for 1.4 billion nations need to access financial service. That is maybe financial inclusion and your vision. And starting from Aadhaar and related with bank account and making a very state-of-art platform. And at the time, also take actions. Very surprising demonetization. We can believe from Japanese perspective, such kind of action can take it. And the quarantine and MDR zero. MDR means payment fee for UPI should not charge. So the payment company, it's very surprising, but it's, I think, a strong driver to proceed payment in the market. And also not only fraud, but also restriction for the safety guard, game and the crypt to be restricted. Such kind of take actions has already taken. After that, non-bank player, mean like a private company or non-bank finance company to make a licensing to more growth for the private companies. And always going on the next stage. So very surprising. Like NTT Data or Japanese perspective, it takes a 50 years journey or more. But you have done in 15 years, 15 years, done the more than 50 years of Japanese effort. That is amazing. And Ritish-san, UPI become international and expanding from India to other countries. And related with this NTT Data side, so we also expanding the region, opening a branch or by the company, but the difference between this and this. So Ritish-san's focus is UPI acceptance. So expanding the UPI as a brand to use France or use Singapore. And in our case, we are trying to the shop network. We are creating a network to access a shop. Also in India, like maybe Indian Railway ticket or some education fee for the parent, such kind of access, we provide a payment gateway in India. And in Malaysia also, we have so many POS machine to access a shop. So we are focusing on the merchant side, shop side. So that's why not only Japan, if NPCI and the NTT Data collaborating well, we can increase the payment acceptance, not only Japan, but also APAC. That is the vision for the next step. So collaborating with India and Japan, not only Japan, India, but also APAC. That is maybe next step. And now is a UPI in Japan. Indian tourists come to Japan market. So make clear the image how we can enable UPI payment in Japan. So simply say you can use your own existing app, UPI app, which bank or which PhonePe creating, and scan the QR code, UPI QR code, and the payment. So why choose this? Other is customer shows the QR and the merchant scan, shop QR the code. This also can do this, but this is more easy. Customer using existing app, so shop has a less implementation. So that's why we are thinking to use this. And the structure, so Indian side and the Japan side. So if Indian tourists access a shop to buy something, the money is deducting from account, bank account. This is an Indian bank account, and the money is going to NPCI, NPCI going to NTT Data to pay the shop. So if customer using 1,000 yen, deduct 1,000 yen, maybe 500 rupee, and 500 rupee going to NPCI, incubator 1,000 yen. So this kind of mechanism we need to create. Not yet, but we need to create this. And this time, October 7, NTT Data and NPCI made a MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. So this part, to make this structure in Japan. So our next step, we need to make a system in here, system to connect NPCI, and also make a final agreement to make this kind of money remittance flow. So these are our framework to do it. And this, we need to do the trial, and after trial, we need expanding the shop, because the shop is the most important. How we expanding the shop is we are the maybe parent, we need to find another payment aggregator or card company, sub-licensing, and this card company acquire the shop or existing shop. That is our next step. Yeah, and the trial and the future expectation. And maybe we need to do some trial, 2 or 3 shop, maybe close to our head office or some closer station. But most of Indian tourists, Indian person expecting like this. It's actually the person from government of person mentioned, Take-san, Fuji-san, Kinkakuji, Shinkansen. That is a must be mentioned. And some, of course, souvenir shop. So these are, you need to do it. Yes, I understand. That was communication has done in the India. And the commercial side, charge and the pricing. I don't need to explain the detail, but just 2 explanation. We have 2 cases to charge. One is to charge customer. If the 1,000 yen, maybe convert to 555 Indian rupee, and plus alpha. Of course, it includes exchange fee, because yen to INR exchange is required to charge here, or so NTT Data deposit into 1,000 yen, but not 1,000 yen, 2%, like 980 yen to deposit. So maybe we need to think about how we can charge. But the UPI image is fast, easy, and cheap. So that's why we cannot charge so much. If charge so much, maybe people using another payment option or cash. So that's why we need to understand the market response and set the proper cost. And the last timeline. So actually we are under planning. We cannot say detailed one, but at least trial should start from April 2026. But everyone said this, Take-san, this is too late. So we do make effort how we can open the early timing. Thank you very much. That's everything.
Thank you very much. With that, we will now conclude today's event on India-Japan Next Generation Digital Partnership, Transforming Payments Beyond Borders. On behalf of the Embassy of India in Tokyo, we would like to thank all the speakers and participants for their valuable time. Now, we warmly invite everyone to join us for the networking reception with light refreshments just outside of the auditorium. If you have used simultaneous interpretation service, please make sure to return the receiver to the reception desk. Thank you very much. 本日のイベントはこれにて終了とさせていただきます。ご登壇者、ご参加者の皆様に心より感謝申し上げます。この後は会場の外にて、軽食付きのネットワーキングレセプションを開催いたします。皆様、ぜひご参加ください。同時通訳レシーバーをご利用の方は、受付にご返却をお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。